Good morning, everybody. I am JP the Outlaw here to give you my review of Monday Night Raw, June the 7th, July the 7th, 2017. So that was the date for that. They start off the show with Dean coming out to the ring, calling out the Miz. He makes a statement where the Miz, he would hit the Miz so hard, knock him right out of his Hollywood bubble. His head would spin so fast that he'll be in the real world. And, of course, that causes Seth Rollins to come out. Seth Rollins wanted to know if Dean was with him or against him when he came down to going up against the Miz tirage. Now, Dean had offered Ambrose a chair to hit him in the back because of all the times Dean had screwed over the Shield. And, Seth has screwed over the Shield. Dean did not take Seth up on his offer, throws the chair out the ring. Out comes The Miz. The Miz and the Miz tirage pulled a classic Shield move where all three members of the group surround the ring with steel chairs. Now, the Shield never used steel chairs, but they did used to surround the ring as these guys was getting ready to go at it. Now, of course, the Miz attacks Dean. They attack Dean. They get the upper hand, of course, and the Miz tirage walk away looking strong. Backstage with the Miz tirage, no time for interviews. The Miz haul ass and get the fuck out of Dodge real fast out of Nashville. And this would be probably the last time of the night we would see the Miz. They go into a match with Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. Now, Nia Jax comes out and within like the first 5 minutes of the match. I wouldn't even say the first 5, maybe in the first 3. And she's coming out to support Sasha Banks. Not Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss. She comes out to support Alexa Bliss. Sasha Banks comes out to support Bayley. Now, Nia Jax, up until this point, hadn't got involved into the match. I think it was an outside. Alexa Bliss rolls outside. Bayley goes to chase her, and Nia Jax is right there. Bayley with the distraction. Nia with the distraction. Alexa Bliss hits her with a roaring elbow. That causes Sasha Banks to come out through the crowd. She comes out, takes care of Nia Jax, knocks Nia Jax out. Bayley and Alexa Bliss is still in the ring at this point. Bayley, I guess, sees Sasha, gets a little bit of amp, and quickly pins Alexa Bliss for a quick roll-up. Now, I don't have a problem with this rivalry between Bayley and Alexa Bliss. I think, again, if they're going with a 4-way match and they use the exact same way that they promoted the main event tonight with the WWE Universal Championship, there will be a number 1 contender match. It will be Bayley versus Sasha Banks. We'll find this out later in the show. But my whole thing, before you go into that one-on-one contest, that's something you want to save. You want to save a Bayley versus Sasha Banks for something big. Something big. One of the big 4. You don't want that match on a Monday Night Raw. And especially, of course, Nia Jax is going to come out and interfere, or fucking Alexa Bliss is going to be out there interfering. You know that's going to happen. So it's going to be a 4-way for the women's title. If I had to go with anybody in that 4-way, I would keep it on Alexa, man. I'll keep it on Alexa. If not, Sasha Banks would get the title, hands down. But I really like Alexa. Moving on, video package for the WWE and the SPs. Right after that, you get another video package of Roman Reigns and how he's done so far in the past, I think, like 3 months. Nothing really to write home about. Highlighting his feud with Braun Strowman and getting him ready for his number 1 contender match for Samoa Joe later tonight. backstage with Kurt Angle and Corey Graves. Kurt Angle's getting cold feet. Corey Graves is a good friend. He tells him to press on. You have to do this. You have the support of not only the WWE universe, but the support of the WWE in general. So that's a good thing. I actually like Corey Graves. I like the way they use Corey Graves. It reminds me of I want to say Paul Heyman, but I'm going to go with Bobby Heenan. I remember Bobby Heenan used to do a lot of commentary, but he also was a manager, so you would see Bobby Heenan jump out of there and start managing other talents. I think they can go that way with Corey Graves just because of who Corey Graves is. He's good on the mic. He's been in the ring with most of these guys, not all, but he's been in the ring with most of these guys. So I would use him in a better capacity than what they're using him in. Backstage with Titus, with the Titus brand and Daivari. Me personally, I'm not a fan of the Titus brand. I think that Titus is not going to help 205 Live. I like the fact that they're bringing back certain gimmick matches and running them on 205 Live. I think Alexander versus what the fuck is that guy? Guy that hangs out with Alicia Fox. That guy. They was in an I Quit match, and the week coming up, well, today, you're gonna have a best out of three match, best out of three falls with Drew Gulak and my man Muhammad Ali. I like Muhammad Ali, but that's not over here. Apollo Crews. What the fuck are you doing with Apollo Crews? He's been off the air for 2 weeks. The last time we seen him, he got the shit beat out of him by Braun Strowman. Apollo Crews would be a great addition to the Intercontinental title run. He could be even at the bottom of the card. You can make him the bottom mid-card player. Because if you're not going to use him, please get rid of him and Titus. Him and Titus should not even be together. It makes no fucking sense. Unless if they're doing a tag team thing with them too, let Apollo Crews do his own thing. Because Apollo Crews is pretty good in the ring. He got the look. The smile is goofy as hell, but for the most part, he can do his thing. Daivari, he comes out and wants to, again, reiterate that last week he was going to give praise to an Indian gold medalist. I can't even remember this guy's name. But he wanted to dedicate this match for this guy winning the titles, winning the gold in 2006, 2016, I think it was. Not sure. I know it was a 6 there. But he wanted to win that match for him, and that was pretty much it. He calls out Tozawa. Tozawa agrees to the challenge of Daivari. We go straight into a tag team match. You got the Gentleman Jack Gallagher's Muhammad Ali, Drew Gulak, and I think Brian Kendricks. Yes, Brian Kendricks. I'm a big fan of Drew Gulak, as a lot of people know. I'm an indie fan, so Drew Gulak was one of the mainstays in CCW. CCW is the literally home brand for Philadelphia. Like, Philadelphia has always had some type of indie promotion inside of Philadelphia. I think after ECW blew up, I think CCW kind of took it over. They was running the Access Network and all that other good stuff. It was the very first time I seen AJ Styles in CCW. So Drew Gulak is a product of CCW, and I don't mind. I really think they could do a lot more than what they do with Drew Gulak. But again, this all takes time. This all takes literally. You got to be patient. That's the best thing I'm gonna say. You got to be patient. I think the cruiserweights could do a lot more with the titles. I'm glad they stopped changing the ring ropes. You could just announce that it's a cruiserweight match. Throw the cruiserweights out there. That's it. You don't need to come out, change the whole ramp, change the whole pad, change the whole fucking arena for the cruiserweights. Because now, yes, you're hitting me with all this purple, but you're only giving them 2 minutes in the ring. What was the point of breaking the ring down? What was the point of resetting up the ring with purple ropes? It makes no fucking sense. That brings us into a in-ring segment with Enzo. Enzo, my opinion on Enzo after his promo has changed. I really didn't like Enzo. I didn't like the way they were booking Enzo and Cass anyway. I think they needed to stay a tag team. I think they at least needed to win the titles twice and then break up the tag team. You know, they didn't even have a tag team go in NXT, so that should show you how highly the WWE backstage creative thinks of Enzo and Cass. Of course, Enzo had got an extended healthy amount of mic time, which is fine. It fell into that 9 o'clock hour right at the top. He goes on to tell Big Cass how much of a pussy he is, pretty much. You know, not being able to stand up to the Big Show. And when Big Show confronted him, instead of then fighting with the Big Show, he whispers at the Big Show. He even calls out Big Cass. Big Cass, of course, comes out. And, you know, Enzo played this smart. He talked to the Big Show in the back. Big Show said he'll come out. And there it was. Big Show came out. Enzo took a seat in the crowd. And he said, I'm going to sit here and watch the Big Show beat the fuck out of you. Cool. Now, for the first 5 to 10 minutes, or whatever the fuck this, it wasn't a match. It was more like a brawl. But for the first 5 or 10 minutes, Big Show had the brawl pretty much in the bag. Enzo was getting his ass kicked. Next thing you know, the wheels started to turn for Cass. Cass started to pick up some steam, wound up beating Big Show down with a fury of punches, and pretty much left him in the ring as he walked away. Like I said, I just think it's too early for both men. I think you need to either one, keep them together in this rivalry, or if you're going to move Big Cass onto Big Show, you got to do something with Enzo. I wouldn't mind seeing Enzo lower mid card, like somewhere in the lower mid card, and you can use him like you use Kurt Hawkins or fucking Elias Sampson. You can use him the very same fucking way. Backstage with the big dog, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns still sucks making promos. I don't know if nobody else notices, but he only says the 3 things. I'm the guy, this is my yard, and he beat The Undertaker. Roman Reigns, you fucking suck. There's no excitement in his voice. There's just, when he delivers a promo, it's so bland. It's so bland. Even, I feel the same way about Dean Ambrose. Bland. Very fucking bland when they're cutting promos. But yeah, that's pretty much a bill for his match later tonight with Samoa Joe. Now, backstage with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose and Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, again, slightly distracted as Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose walks in. And, they're working out their differences in the locker room. In walks Kurt. Kurt says, I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to fight 2 members of the Miz tirage. Whoever you want to pick. Dean comes out and was like, why can't we fight all of them? And Seth is like, yeah, we could do that. Like, not too sure. All right, you know. Would you like some extra toast with your eggs in the morning? All right, we could do that. So, you know, right before Kurt walked in, these two, again, not on the same page. They're trying to get their shit together. And I believe this is the start of the Shield getting back together. Now, again, I would have been cool with just Joe and Brock Lesnar. And then you could have did a semi Shield reunion with all 3 members. Easy. But I see them getting ready to throw